All right, what's up, guys? NA4 here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we're going to be talking about the latest movie produced by Jordan Peele. Not directed, but produced. I want to clarify that. There's been some misconception online, so I got to clarify that in advance before anyone goes into the comment section and tries to say anything about me. But we got Marlon Wayans and Tyreek Withers. I'll be letting you guys know my personal opinions on the film, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the highs, the lows, all that good stuff. And if you want to see more stuff like this, definitely feel free to drop a like, share, and subscribe. If you are new, I would appreciate it. And most importantly, ladies and gents, it's free. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Okay, I'll be honest, this movie isn't good. Which I hate to say because I saw all the reviews, I saw people reacting to the movie, and most of it was negative. But for me, I always like to go watch it for myself, for my own opinion, because sometimes people just ride the bandwagon. People will just say something and hasn't even seen the movie themselves. So, yeah, always go form your own opinion. Watch the movie for yourselves. Um, but yeah, it's not a good movie. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the worst movie out this year, but it's far from great, which I hate to say because it's not a movie that you need to go out to the theater to watch. You know what I mean? Which I also hate to say because I feel like theaters are kind of dying. I feel like theaters are kind of in a rough spot. Every time I go watch a movie, there's only like seven other people in the auditorium with me. So I feel like theaters are kind of struggling in recent years. Not every movie, but a lot of them. And yeah, this movie is just not great, uh, which is a bit of a shame. I feel like the trailer was a lot better than the movie itself. And it does have an interesting premise, you know what I mean? Like imagine meeting your, childhood hero, somebody that you looked up to, and it's kind of like a psychological thriller. Like the idea is there, it has a very cool idea, but it just doesn't execute that idea very well. Like imagine meeting Taylor Swift and all of a sudden she's just like, "What are you willing to sacrifice to be here? How far do you want to go to get to the top?" You know what I mean? Like imagine meeting Tom Cruise and he's like, "What are you willing to sacrifice to be the biggest action star in the world? How far are you willing to push yourself to be at the top of the game?" Like it's an interesting idea that could have worked, but it just didn't live up to the hype. You know what I mean? And I feel like Tyreek Withers and Marlon Wayans both give it the best that they have. Like they do the best with what they have with this script, and especially Marlon, man, because oftentimes we see him, he's usually just doing like a comedic roles. So he's definitely the highlight of this movie. And respect to him, I do want to say something because he's been promoting this movie like no one else has. He's been promoting all over social media. He went on Kai Cenat's stream and he promoted the movie a lot, and he even responded to all like the negative reviews, saying, a lot of my movies haven't got good reviews. Scary Movie 1 and 2, Little Man, White Chicks, Don't Be a Menace, but people still love those movies. People still consider those movies classics. So don't just judge this movie based off of the reviews. Go watch it for yourself, form your own opinion. And I like that he was respectful. He said like the critics are just doing their jobs. I can't be mad at that. And I think that was a very mature and good response. So shout out to him, man. Like I said, one of the highlights of the film. And yeah, I want to say nice things about this movie, but it's very difficult. Like there's been much better horror movies out this year. And like I said, I did want to like this movie. I really did, but I don't know. It's just kind of there. You know what I mean? It's just kind of just a meh movie. It's not the worst movie I've seen this year, like I said, but it's definitely not a good time. Maybe if they did like some type of director's cut, I would like it better. Maybe if there was like more context and things like that, flush some things out a bit more, I'd like it. Um, I don't know. I mean, I am curious to see if the director himself is proud of this movie or like what were some of the drawbacks because I've been on film sets before. I've done short films. So I understand that not everything goes according to plan. You know what I mean? Sometimes things don't really work out the way you want. Sometimes it's budget, sometimes it's time constraints. So I am curious to see if this is how he imagined the film or what because once people saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, people were automatically just like, nah, And people just kind of were like, no, I'm not watching that. People were just like, Jordan Peele did this? And it was like, no, 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 it was the whole thing. Um, so I don't know. I'm just kind of here for the movie, you know. I didn't hate it, but I sure as hell did not like it. It's just there. Um, a really cool idea, really interesting concept, and you had the cast. The cast was there. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But for me, I'll probably give this movie uh like a 6 out of 10. It's like slightly above average. Maybe I'm being generous. It's definitely in the 5 or 6 range. I might need to rewatch it, man. But yeah, man, drop a like, share, subscribe if you are new, man. I'm NA4 and I am out. Peace.